Yo, it's Shady Boss, spawning in cold, stone and a torch, no silver, just gold. Naked and broke, but I move with a plan. Farming these nodes with a rock in my hand. Chopping these trees like I'm setting a tone. Building my base out of nothing but bone. Got traps at the door, yeah, I'm cooking with flair. Step on my land, say a quick prayer. I wire like Tesla, or maybe just guessing. Hook my fridge up to the light, now I'm stressing. Solar on the roof, battery fried. Turret turned on and it cooked my hide. Farm runs deep, I don't mess with the roads. Got my own grind, I'm stacking my loads. Recycling junk while I freestyle fate. Raid me, you better not show up late. From bandit to outpost, name rings loud. Solar squad, I stand out in the crowd.
Yo, what up survivors? It's your boy, Shady Boss 420. And this is how a solo gets a start in 30 minutes or less on a high pop server. Today I will be guiding you through tips and tricks to starting out on a server in Rust. Now I can guarantee you two things. You will be raided and you will die. But that is not the end all be all. Every time you die, you pick yourself back up. So we'll start out here simply hitting a tree. Now when you're doing any kind of farming in this game, it is good to keep an eye on your surroundings and also an ear. And make sure you have the setting turned on to hear footsteps louder, because that can save your life in a moment like this. It also helps to have a good pair of headphones. Alright, next we're going to try and find either stone or hemp. Hemp is very important because the first thing you want to do is put down a bag. And notice I haven't even looked at the map to scout a build spot yet. This is because one of the main things you want to do is keep moving. The second you stop is the second you die. And again, always keeping your eyes on your surroundings. There's a base over there, so we could have some activity. Just try to get... oh, another base over here. Okay, so this is where you want to let your auto run kick on. We're going to get to the top of this hill here. We're still close to the beach where we spawned, so we want to try and head away from the beach. And of course I don't think my auto run is working very well. Alright, so we're heading south right now. We want to head east. And there's some stone. Grab the sulfur, we'll need that. And it doesn't matter when you start a wipe, if you start at the beginning of a wipe or if you start at the end of a wipe. At the end of the wipe it's usually a little less populated, but right now I think we're about a week or so into wipe. I didn't really check. Again, just checking your surroundings. Alright, so that should be enough for tools. And we'll just run past these for now, we might come back to them. Still on the lookout for that hemp to get a bag down. Now usually what I do, sometimes I'll throw a bag down before I build a base. But usually what I do is I try to get all the materials needed to build a base. And you also want to be watching out for animals here and eating any food along the way. I did just pass up a berry bush there, but that's not a big deal. like I said before, one of the big things is keep moving. Try to grab stuff while you're running if you can. Oh, there's some hemp right there. And this is official, so on official you will need 3, oh, why am I using that? You will need 3 hemp plants to get 1 bag. But on 3x servers, which I prefer to play on, you need just 1 hemp plant to get a bag down. And why I prefer to play on 3x is because it's a lot quicker getting a start, getting a base built up, and just farming scrap and whatnot. I do have a job, so it makes it kind of hard to play too long. I also have a child. Alright, so we're gonna hit another tree. We need enough for a TC, and enough for a building plan, a hammer, and to put a base down. Now there's many different base build ideas, so there's a pretty big base there. Can't tell, that one there looks like it may have been raided, but I don't really want to get too close. Okay, we're going northeast again, so we need to kind of turn this east. And I think we might head to the snow because that will protect us from getting offline quickly. Not saying it won't happen, but snow is usually a safer spot. There is clans in the snow usually if you build near an ice lake, but I like to build... I'll show you how I like to build. Alright, we're gonna grab this extra hemp here. We already got enough for a bag. Just keep an eye on any bases you see, because there will be lots of them, especially on a high pop server. I'm gonna let the auto run do its thing here, and I'm just gonna check the map real quick. Hopefully not die. Okay, so gas station is up here. That's gonna be very populated. Military tunnels as well, and the ranch. So I think we're gonna try and build somewhere in there. I don't know, this might be an ice lake here, and that's sulfur quarry, and that might be a bad idea. We might want to try and head over into here. Oh. And just at this point, you do not want to be engaging anybody. You want to try and hide from people. Well, personally, that's what I do. You can try to get a weapon, and hitting up the roads is not a terrible idea, but I would not go to the gas station without a weapon. Especially on a high pop server. There's some more hemp there. Okay, we're gonna head up to the top of this hill and scout around a bit. I hear footsteps. Almost sounded like I heard footsteps coming from 2 different directions, which is really not good. I didn't see anybody. See, there's a fairly big base there. There's a gas station. Like I said, it will be heavily populated. Oh, there's a base right here. And here. Oh god, this is sketchy as fuck. Oh, there's a role-playing looking base. Probably doing that to try not to get raided. Okay, so I believe that's water treatment over there. That is a monument that I love to build by as a solo player. It is pretty easy. It's usually pretty populated, but it's pretty easy to get some pretty decent loot there and at power plant. But I prefer water treatment because power plant usually is a little bit more populated than... Okay, so hold on a second here. It's getting to be nighttime. We don't want to pull our torch out, whatever we do. I don't see any people nearby. I hear some footsteps. Yeah, that's water treatment. Okay, I'm gonna hit this node here, hopefully not die. Grab this mushy. And part of the reason you want to get your food up is because your food bar, if it's full, you have a higher chance that when you get downed, you guy will pick himself back up. Another tree here if we can. I'm actually very surprised, this was a high pop server, I'm very surprised that I have not encountered anybody yet. I hope I'm not speaking too soon. Where the fuck is this red X? Oh, there it is. And you don't have to hit the red X, but it does chop the tree a lot faster. Okay, just keep an eye on the road here. And also try to keep an eye on above you. I mean, you're not going to be following my exact thing, so that's what I'm doing at the moment. I don't see anybody approaching. I want to get past this base that's just over here somewhere. Now, I think what I'm going to do, this is a risky move, but what I'm going to do to get a metal door on, which will give this start a little bit better of a security aspect. Oh wait, I have no radiation protection. Wow, that was smart. I'm gonna hit this barrel. Or no, I'm not even gonna worry about the barrel. Sorry, that was my fault. I was gonna try and grab some components and recycle them, but I forgot. If you gather a little more cloth, you get enough radiation protection from clothing. But we are coming close to an end of this 30 minutes or less video, so I am just going to get a base and a bag down. And I'm gonna show you a little trick that I like to do. If I survive. And I think we're doing pretty good here so far. Yeah, we've got a decent amount of materials. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna craft a hammer, a blueprint, a bag, key lock, a door, a tool cupboard, and then I think we're gonna have to hit another tree here. I'm gonna maybe make this into a series because 30 minutes isn't much time to get a start, but this will at least give you a location to call home. And if you do die along the way, which somehow I haven't already, just pick yourself back up and attempt it again, because that is, especially as a solo, that is the key to life, is not letting dying or getting raided bring you down. That is the #1 thing you must know playing Rust, and you must never, oh there's a big base down there, you must never get attached to your loot, because at any moment in this game, anything in your base, anything in your inventory, any of it can be stolen. So never get attached to your loot, and you will be happy playing this game. Okay, so we don't want to build over there. But you know what? This might not be a bad spot right here. Is that? That's airfield, I think. Okay. Yeah, I think this is a good spot. So what I'm going at with this base building thing is you basically want to have your base in the side of a cliff or in a little rock outlet, something like that is good to do. I'm just gonna build a simple 2x2 is my goal right here. If this rock cooperates. Oh goddamn, it's too steep here. Alright, we got a couple minutes left. And the next stage will be getting yourself a furnace. I think we're gonna go over here just a little bit more. Hopefully building into rocks isn't as difficult on PlayStation 5 version. Oh, this is a good little spot here. Okay, this will be kind of hidden. Right in here. Yeah. Let's do that. Now this is not a forever home. This is a temporary shelter. And what I like to do, this is risky because you are by rocks, but I like to leave the roof until I have a door on. So we're gonna upgrade that to wood just for a second. Alright. We've got TC privileges. Now we're gonna craft another lock. Make sure you put a lock on your TC. Put a bag right there. And we got a little extra wood. We'll craft a box. Put a lock on the TC. Throw all of our extra materials that we can into the TC. We're not done yet though. You're also going to want to put an airlock on this. So. Really quick here, I'm going to step out. I'm very lucky here because there is a stone node right here. And I still have not died yet. I know it's going to bite me in the ass and I'm going to die at the end of this video or something, but... Now your next step after this video and the next video will be getting a furnace, getting metal doors on, and farming scrap for a workbench. But that will be for another video. Okay, I'm gonna take this out. Leave that in there for a second. Very risky what I'm doing right now. God damn it. Need more stone. While our door is crafting, I'm going to run to the nearest stone node I can find. And hope I don't die because this video is getting close to what I said it would be. I is a sulfur node by the looks of it, but I'm gonna get closer because there's probably a stone node nearby. Right here. Now, do not log off after this point. You will want metal doors before you log. Not that it will matter because you will probably get raided anyways with the 2x1. And that is the joy of Rust. But anyways, this is a good little start for you. And again, make sure you're checking your surroundings. Nobody's noticed me yet. Slap a door on it with a lock. Upgrade that. Open the door. And there you go. You got a little starter base in a decent location. You get enough upkeep for 2 days, so that's a bonus. And you got a box you can store your sulfur and all the other crap you have. Alright, that's how solo gets a start on a high pop server. And just to show you, in case I didn't catch it, there's 99 players connected on this server. So, yeah, basically main thing is you hear footsteps, you see somebody, you run away. Until you get a weapon. Anyways, this has been ShadyBoss420. Please like and subscribe for more content. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And peace out.